I'm still mesmerized by Charles' presentation. Yeah. And first bencher and last benches are same in a way. Yeah. Okay, so reflection, Mary, it's all about listening and also creating an opportunity to listen. So very often, for example, if I'm laying road, okay, do we consult pedestrians before putting a speed breaker here and there? Do we consult ambulance drivers? We have to broaden our scope of who is a stakeholder. There are 2-3 kinds of stakeholders. One who know what is happening under the hood. Meaning, டாக்டருக்கு எனக்கு வயிறு வலினா வயிற்றுக்குள்ள என்ன நடக்குது டாக்டருக்கு தெரியும். ஸோ டாக்டருக்கு தெரியும். அதே மாதிரி டெக்னாலஜிஸ் சாஃப்ட்வேர் கோடிங் இன்ஜினியர் knows how a Word document, how a program works. Ana, they are stakeholders. Definitely, they have a very strong stakehold. But there are people who use the program and who use it in a way unimagined before. This is where revolutions are created. So a pedestrian would imagine road in a way a road engineer never imagined. So if we want to, a lot of us think about out of the box. Actually, out of the box has to be really out of the box. Meaning stakeholders whom you are not imagining at this moment. See, if we create a space in the organization, say, we will receive some emails or tokens or voice messages from people who are using our product. Secretly so, invisibly, and those who are our fiercest critics, those who are our harshest critics are those who will say something which we don't want to hear at that moment, but next day it is very useful. So, adanala, my humble thought is we should create organizational arrangement for listening and listening beyond.
Sorry, that mic doesn't seem to work. So thank you so much. That was so real, so inclusive in the way you said that. I don't think people even consult stakeholders before doing anything, whether it's a policy, whether it is a road, anything, right? We just do it for the sake of doing it as a tick in the box. The next question, John Rex. Inclusion is often viewed as a moral imperative, but its business impact is equally critical. How does inclusion drive business outcomes or any other impact in the society? John.
Thanks, Mary. Before I want to quote Sagana's mom's statement. She made a statement which really hammered my head. She said, if you have one differently able kid in your home will be perfect. She said that. I heard it. What a great insight. Because my family, we're all perfect. Headache. Means like I had to bring up my kids. Daughter is now, she's a third year degree. Having a daughter third year weekling was a very and I have one teen where a teen, how to handle a teen, right? Avlo challenge இருக்கும். அப்படிலாம் பார்க்கும்போது யோசிச்சு பார்க்குற உங்க ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ரொம்ப என்னடா அது இப்படி ஒரு குழந்தை இருந்தா வீடே நல்லா இருக்கும் அப்படின்னீங்கன்னா there is so much deep idea behind it. And also I think John Marshall also backed up that idea saying that there is a productivity increase by 1 point, and he quoted a percentage how the productivity outcome also has a positive impact. I think looking at this statement, what I see is yes, absolutely there is a it broadens the talent so pool first of all as a whole, as an organization, because this inclusion adds more talent. One, second, it creates an ecosystem, where as the professor said, quoted about the stakeholders. Here we see the stakeholders holding on to this talent effectively. That is one I see. Another one point I look at is the way this team performed. The James and the team performed. They did the perfect. I think looking at their performance, I think if these people can perform here, music, which is we can't even imagine. But if looking at this kind of environment, I see there's a lot of possibility these people can be much more effective in organization with us, like us. They can drive more results. If these people can be bringing certain results in music, I see that is also attached, strings attached. Also, they can also perform in my company. They can do better performance. That they can create a balanced environment of performance, competing with one another, and we can create a good environment. I think there's a lot of percentage we can look at. I see definitely it will make a good impact, because there is a lot of talent inclusion here. There is an ecosystem which is created. Looking at all the stats and numbers and today's result of the music, I see there's a 100% possibility. There is a good positive and business outcome through inclusivity. Thank you.
Thank you, John. So much so that, I think what people, I think hats off to the parents, for the patience, the persistence that they have in putting up with any small thing. We get irate we get angry, we throw tantrums when children come and ask us for something. But you have shown a lot of patience. I think that is what today's organizations need, today's governments need, right? That patience, that persistence, not throwing things or blaming people. Rightly so that these children teach us a lot of such activities of being patient, probably also listening is a very, very important aspect is what I see, right? Understanding them, listening, and also empathizing with them on what they need in life and how we can enable. Having said that, a question to Mr. Abraham. Many workplaces unconsciously approach specially abled individuals with sympathy, often underestimating their potential. While empathy is important, excessive sympathy can limit opportunities and expectations. Why do organizations default to sympathy over capability? I think this is a follow-through question to what you already answered, Abraham. If you can also touch upon that, not just as an organization, but also as a society, it will be great.
Right from our childhood, schools, if we see somebody differently able, we are being told to be kind to them and sympathize with them, help them, giving care to them, all that is there. But we were never taught it is our responsibility, okay, and treat them at par with, whether it's a playing, whether we share everything, and the differentiation illada, how we can live together. When we were young, when we were small, we didn't understand, so we were all playing together. After some time, as we grow, we created our own different, and that is what we are bringing again into the organization. Okay, so as we are growing, what is happening is our competition coming. I want to be better than the other person. I want to earn more. My organization should be highly profitable. My organization should be awarded for these things, and so on. So, if the sympathy, even many organizations I see, even because of the CSR or whatever, they spend crores of rupees organizing one day event. Some CSR day, something. Ulla pona oru aal kuda irukkum. Okay, and in fact, last week I went to State Bank of India. The OMR la dhaan the housing loan la kudukuradhukku RIC some office. As I entered in, there was one lady sitting on the right hand side. நீங்க வேணும்னா போய் பார்க்கலாம், நான் போய் சொல்லுங்க. I'm giving all examples. Okay, that lady was looking very beautiful and she was handling lot of things. அவங்க பார்த்தா முன்னாடி பேப்பர்லாம் அவ்வளோ இருந்தது, அவ்வளோ ஃபைல்ஸ். I went and asked them. She guided me very politely, nicely, and she told me to wait there. She will get it done. I was waiting there. There were a lot of people. We were all sitting on the sofa. After some time, I saw her coming on the wheelchair for a break. She was going to the restroom. அப்போதான் எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சது அவங்களுக்கு அந்த மாதிரி இருந்தால். அது வரைக்கும் ஒன்றுமே தெரியல. Okay, so there are organizations who are doing that. And that person also she didn't seek for any sympathy or empathy. She wants to be treated equally like any other employee. Okay? She didn't look for anything and we also didn't do anything. அது இறக்கி அந்த சோஃபா அப்படி நான் உட்காந்துட்டு வந்ததை பார்த்தோன்னே எனக்கு உண்மையிலே என்னை அறியாத நான் ஏந்து நின்றுட்டேன். அண்ட் தட் இஸ் த ரெஸ்பெக்ட் வி பே. நான் ஏந்து நின்று பார்த்து என் பக்கத்தில் இருக்கவங்க எல்லாருமே ஏந்தாங்க. அவங்க எல்லாம் நினைச்சாங்க ஏதோ எம்டிஆரோ வராங்க போகிறது, எல்லாரும் ஏந்துட்டாங்க. தட்ஸ் டச்சிங். பட் இதையும் தாண்டி என்ன பண்ணணுன்றது பார்த்தோன்னா ஒன்றும் பண்ணல. பட் தட் டைம் ஐ தாட் என் ஆர்கனைசேஷனில் இப்போ இஃப் ஐ க்ரோ, இஃப் ஐ பில்ட் மை ஓன் ஆஃபீஸ், I will create it friendly for all set of people, and we should also engage more number of people. That is, இப்போ வந்து என்கிட்டயே வந்து சிம்பத்தி தான் இருக்கு, ஒன்றும் பண்ணலை. என்னைக்கு நான் பண்ணுறேனோ அன்னைக்கு தான் I am also doing something. Otherwise everyone can talk and after the incident we will all forget. But this is a good community where Alfred is doing is great. அவரோட வேலையை விட்டுட்டு வந்து இது பண்றாரு. He was in a multinational company earning big salary. Leaving that and that's a guts. Leaving all that, our வீட்டில் யாரோ இருந்ததுனால ஒன்றும் பண்ணல. Correct? There are many parents who are doing good things. They have somebody at home. அதனால they feel that, they empathize that, and hence they contribute. Whereas this guy, when I met him, I thought, no, அவர் எல்லாத்தையும் படிச்சுட்டு இவ்வளோ வேலையெல்லாம் விட்டுட்டு இப்படி பண்ணுறாரு அப்படின்னா ஃபஸ்ட் டூ டேஸ் எனக்கே கொஞ்சம் சிங்க் பண்ணுறதுக்கு கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டமாக இருந்தது. தட் இஸ் ரியல் காட்ஸ். தட் இஸ் வேர் யூ ஆர் பிரேக்கிங் த நார்மல் ரூட் அண்ட் கோயிங் அண்ட் கான்ட்ரிபியூட்டிங். நம்மளோட வாழ்வுக்கே என்ன பர்பஸ்ன்றது தெரியும். அது வரைக்கும் ஒரு இதுதான். டெஃபினெட்லி இது வந்து கண்டிஷனிங் தான். வி நீட் டு சேஞ்ச் தட் ரைட் ஃப்ரம் அவர் ஸ்கூல். வி நீட் டு டாக் அபவுட் இட். I think we should. I think this is a good awareness creation we are doing. Lot we need to do. முடிஞ்சா HR ஃபோரம்ல எல்லாம் ரொம்ப பண்ணுங்க. ஓகே, அவங்க தான் 1008 ரூல்ஸ் பேசிட்டு இருப்பாங்க. ஓகே, என்னமோ அவங்க வேற யூனிவர்சிட்டிலேருந்து வந்த மாதிரியே பேசுவாங்க. ஓகே, நான் இங்கே இருக்கிற எல்லாருக்கும் ஹெச்ஆருக்கும் தான் சொல்கிறேன், என்னை இன்க்ளூடிங். நானும் நம்ம சார்ல்ஸ் மாதிரி பேக்கெண்ட்லேருந்து வந்தேன். இன்ஃபேக்ட் ஐ வாண்ட் டு ஷேர் ஒன் திங். ஐ லாஸ்ட் மை பேரண்ட்ஸ் when I was 14. 14 வயசில் அனாதையானவன். ஆனால் நாங்கள் 4 பேர் இருந்தோம். ஸோ அக்காவும் தங்கச்சியும் ஊருக்கு கூட்டிட்டு போயிட்டாங்க. என்னையும் தம்பி அப்படியே விட்டுட்டு போயிட்டாங்க ஏஜ் ஆஃப் 14. ஸோ when we talk about inclusiveness, it is not that physically disabled and all that. When you don't have anything, people leave you. Okay, I was not invited for any wedding in my area. Okay, என்னோட கிளாஸ்மேட்ஸோ யாரோட கல்யாணத்துக்கும் என்னை கூப்பிட்டதில்லை. This is also exclusion. Okay, it is not that you are physically இது அதனால இல்லை. There are a lot of ways of exclusions are happening. And இப்போ நான் வந்து I started working after +2. அப்புறம் காலேஜெலாம் படிச்சு மேலே வந்துட்டேன். Now I am running my own. I was vice president HR with Kavin Care. I worked with them for 18 years. Now I last 10 years on my own. Complete determination தான். மேடம் சொன்ன மாதிரி வாழ்க்கையில் ஜெயிச்சே ஆகணும், இப்படி தான் ஜெயிக்கணும்னு இருக்கு. ஓகே, யார் காலில் போய் கூட ஒருத்தங்கிட்டே ஒரு டீக்கும் போய் நிற்கக்கூடாதுன்னு இருந்தது. ஓகே, பட்டினி கிடந்தாலும் இருப்போமோ தவிர பண்ணக்கூடாது. ஸோ ஹெச்ஆரில் வந்து வி நீட் டு சேஞ்ச் லாட் ஆஃப் திங்ஸ். வி நீட் டு டேக் ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டி. அண்ட் ஒன்ஸ் வி டேக் இட், ஐ திங்க் இன்ஃப்ளூயன்ஸ் பண்ணுறது, அந்த ஒரு நாள் சிஎஸ்ஆர், ஒரு நாள் விசிட்டிங் ஹோம், இதெல்லாம் விட்டுட்டு கேன் வி டூ சம்திங் டிஃப்ரெண்ட்லின்னு we have to take responsibility. Once we take responsibility, things will change. Thank you.
Awesome.
So I'll just try and add to what Woman Abraham said. So one of the things that we did was we also researched, நான் இருக்கிற என்னென்னலாம் ஜாப் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ் இருக்கோ, எதெல்லாம் வந்து நம்ம இந்த மாதிரி ரோல்ஸை நம்ம வந்து இன்க்ளூசிவ் ஆக்க முடியும்னு ஒரு பெரிய ஒரு ரிசர்ச் பண்ண. we sat with business leaders. அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன பண்ணோம்னா we also identified some organizations. நிறைய ஆர்கனைசேஷன்ஸ் ட்ரெயினும் பண்ணுறாங்க இந்த மாதிரி ஸ்பெஷலி ஏபிள்டு பீப்புளை. ஸோ வி கைண்ட் ஆஃப் ஸ்டார்டட் அப்ரோச்சிங் தெம் ஸோ தட் தே லைக் மோர் தென் ஜாப் ரெடி ஃபார் அஸ். யூ வுடன்ட் பிலீவ், மைண்ட்ரின்ற கம்பெனியில் நான் வேலை செஞ்சேன். அதோட லோகோ வந்து வாஸ் டிசைன் பை அ ஸ்பெஷலி ஏபிள் சில்ட்ரன், ரைட்? ஸோ நார்மலாக இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு டிசைன் ஒர்க்லாம் கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு 50 லட்சம் 1 கோடி கொடுத்து ஒரு பெரிய டிசைனர்கிட்ட கொடுப்பாங்க. ஸோ
இவ்வளோ அழகாக அந்த லோகோ ரொம்ப நாள் இருந்துச்சு. இப்போ எல்டிஐ மாறின அப்புறம் மேபி அது இல்லைன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். But there are so much of work that can be outsourced. So I think we need to lobby with the business heads to see where are the opportunities and how we can create and bridging these gaps with this wherever the skill gap. There are organizations that are working on it. So அந்த மாதிரி நம்ம பண்ணோம்னா இன்னும் பெட்டராக இருக்கும். So we did that at Athena. So I would also encourage all the HRs here to see where is the opportunity for you and how can you be more inclusive working or partnering with some of these organizations.
Oh wow, that is really, really nice. Thanks for the practical way of doing it. I think in the paucity of time, I'll just take about one question. Anyone can pick it. Maybe Professor can start and then the others can pitch in. Providing accommodations is essential, but inclusion goes beyond compliance. It involves enabling individuals to thrive, lead, and influence. How can organizations evolve from simply making space to actively empowering specially abled employees to contribute meaningfully and achieve their full potential? So the question is, how can we move from accommodation to empowerment, not just in an organization? Let's look at it as a society as well. Professor, you can start.
Thank you, Mary. So true empowerment comes when people, we allow them to develop fully. அப்படின்னா அவங்களுடைய ஆளுமை and I'm here to listen to you. We all need validation. People with a disability, they also look for validation for what they do and not for their disability. Okay, so இது in the subtle distinction we need to understand, because without validation none of us can actually live, forget about successful. Every step at home, if somebody makes a wonderful food, we need to amma இன்னைக்கு food ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கு, or your friend Ram, you made pizza very well, almari, we need to acknowledge, validate. So and the validation culture develop பண்ணா ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கும். And that is not, Rome is not built in a day, and validation too. அது நம்ம we can take a promise to build that systematically, slowly and progressively. Thank you.
So to just continue with what Professor said, it takes time to build an empire. Everybody says, I again quote Zoho's example. We all are in Chennai. நிறைய பேருக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருக்காது. இன்னைக்கு it took so much time to have that visibility. Same with any talent, I strongly believe. My humble request for leaders who are decision makers in the respective administration, HR or anywhere, please break the regular routine and have some way for talent to exhibit. Right? இன்னும் சிம்பிளா புரியுற மாதிரி சொல்லணும்னா, எந்த இன்டர்வியூவும் எந்த ஆஃபர் லெட்டரும் 100% ரைட்டே கிடையாது. சர்ஃப் எக்ஸலே 99.9% இருக்கும் போது நம்ம ஆஃபர் கொடுக்கறது எல்லாமே 100% கிளியர் பண்ணி வந்துட்டாங்களா? கிடையாது. ஸோ தட் மீன்ஸ் வை நாட் வி கோ தட் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா மைல்? எல்லாரும் பிஸி தான். இஃப் இன்கேஸ் ஒரு ப்ராஜெக்டே இதானாலும் டிலே ஆனாலும் அந்த கட்ஸ் இருக்கணும் ஃபார் லீடர்ஷிப். Where I can take that risk. How brother has taken that gut move, that with vision, it's okay, I'm losing something, I'm failing something, but it takes time for me to ensure that vision continues, whether I'm there or not. So, our interview process one day let decide panna. Why not we take 1 week? Why not we go that 3 months, bring them, have some engagement with them? அந்த மாதிரி அட்லீஸ்ட் ஒரு 10 ரோலில் ப்ராக்டிக்கலாக ஒரு 2 ரோலுக்காவது பண்ண முடியாதா? தட் இஸ் த கொஸ்டின் விச் ஐ ஆஸ்க் ஃபார் மை செல்ஃப். வி கான்ட் ஃபுல்ஃபில் ஆல் த 10 ரோல்ஸ் விச் வி ஹேவ். வி டூ ஹேவ் அவர் லிமிடேஷன். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி சின்ன சின்ன முயற்சிகள் எடுத்தாலே I think they will be the classic example what John mentioned, the logo designed by I do have similar stories who have really touched and did so much of magic in the design world. நம்ம ட்ரை பண்ணதே இல்லை, நம்மளுக்கு எல்லாமே அவசரம், நூடுல்ஸ் மாதிரியே எல்லாமே வேணும் அப்படின்னா we can't run business. So I think every leader should take that extra mile. When you look at the talent, give that space.
give that time, give that opportunity for them. And இதில் என்ன பாட்டில்நெக் அப்படின்னாலுமே எல்லாருக்குமே அந்த ஒரு எமோஷனல் கனெக்டில் how do I say no if in case it doesn't, if it is not fulfilling, and it's okay to say no. Absolutely fine. Day one, tell them that the next 3 weeks or next 1 month, this is the evaluation process. Absolutely fine. They will build that confidence. ட்ரையே பண்ண கொடுக்காம களமே கொடுக்காம அவங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒரு ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டியில் ஒரு கிளிக்கில் இன்டர்வியூ கிளியர் பண்ணாங்க. ஐ அண்டர்லைன் அண்ட் சே தட் இட் டேக்ஸ் டைம். கிவ் தம் தட் பிளாட்ஃபார்ம், கிவ் தம் தட் கிரவுண்ட்.
Panelists, do you want to add on anything as final thoughts?
Yeah, I think added to what Woman sir said, he said, honestly, humbly said, I haven't done anything, but I want to do, because me and Woman has the same kind of a profile. We are a startup. No, I'm a startup founder, and he has been the 10 years in the market. We have a similar product too. Looking at the numbers here and looking at all these things, I feel like I'm pushed to now, okay, why can't we use this force, included in my company? That's what I see. Now I see now, wow, this is some great insight. Now I can pick up these people and work for, as there are two ways I can. One, I get benefit. I can do this justice to this whole community, as I said. I think I stand with the woman when he said, okay, I also felt when he said, okay, I want to do something for them. I also felt like I got the same. Let me also join with him in this moment. So I think it's a good. I think I also encourage Anna, Alfred, and Mary to do many events like this, so that we come to know this. Because only after coming here, I feel like, wow, this is a great talent which I haven't used in my company. Because I use a lot of freshers, I use a lot of freelancers, lot of tech resources I use for my organization. But what about this one? Because I haven't seen them. Practically speaking, I haven't seen them. So coming to organize events like this, I feel like, oh, I can pick up this talent from here too. So that's what I got an insight coming here. Thank you so much, Mary and Alfred.
Thank you, John Rex. Marshall, you want to say something?
Yeah, I think one thing that really touched me about this was one of my previous site head or managing director. I see him as one of the most humanist beings, because he has a special child, but the way he is like very well advanced in his career. He can just talk to any forum. ஆனால் அவர் ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் டீல் பண்ணும்போது அவ்வளோ அழகாக டீல் பண்ணுவார். ஸோ ஐ திங்க் அந்த maybe that child in him has taught him a lot of things. So I think I take that inspiration. இவரை மாதிரி நம்ம எப்படி டிசிஷன் எடுக்க முடியும், ஒவ்வொரு இதுலையும் எல்லாத்தையும் நினச்ச ஒரு டிசிஷன் எடுக்கிறாரு அப்படின்றது வந்து. ஸோ ஐ திங்க் that was some inspiration I took from my site head, and I really want to echo what John said. Not just இந்த ஃபோரம்க்கு வரும்போது மட்டும் இந்த மாதிரி திங்கிங் இல்லாமல், I think how do we keep this ever running, right? It's like something that is like a by default state like எப்படி கொண்டு வரதுன்றது is a challenge that I would like to take upon myself and all the HR leaders.
Thank you so much, panelists. I just leave all of us, of course, if there are questions from the audience, we are open. But I have a thought. Who is responsible for converting intent into action? Is it HR? Is it leadership? Is it government? Is it each one of us sitting here? Is it we going and telling 10 other people that we need to be the change that we want to see in the world today? It's easy to say that policies have to be made, but do we have that intent? Do we think that way? Do we behave that way? And do we act that way? So I leave this thought with each one of us. How many of us have taken this as a practical way of doing that one small thing to make this world inclusive? That one small thought to make this world inclusive? That one special note that we could go and tell one child sitting here before we leave that you did a great job. I love the way you were sitting. I love the way you were listening. Your smile is very beautiful. That one small special note. I'd like to leave all of us with this thought. Who is going to be the change? Who is going to bring that intent into action? Is it you, me, or all of us, or the world around us?